It's not the racetrack. You saw Wilkerson just won a 4:10 there. The track's out there. The safeties far did an amazing job of getting it prepped for us. We just missed it a little bit. So we'll keep our chin up and go to Richmond and get us a Wally.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, so contenders Jack Beckman and Bob Chaska are out, and we're still early in the funny car first round. Well, we want to show you this once again. Mike, maybe you can get more out of it as you look at it. That's Daniel Wilkerson's chassis.
Yeah, and see right there at that point, that's the motor plate. If the back half of this is straight, they can just put a new front half on that thing and you know, save the rear half. Obviously, you're going to save some money. Still, it's going to cost a lot. But you know, there's some parts and pieces, and you're going to try to save everything you can. Obviously, it's going to have to be perfect before they would go out there and put a front half on that thing.
Still, they're going to have to look that car over and try to figure out exactly why it went wrong.
The end of the racetrack when Ron Capps found out just how close he was to being a part of that unfortunate incident there. Take us through the run.
Wow. Ours shook. You know, it left the starting line and it shook real hard, and I couldn't really see. I gave it a quick slap, and then it took off, kind of lifted the front end, and corner of my eye, Daniel popped out there about a car length. And I thought, well, we're doomed. But mine was hooked up and taken off. And right about that time, the corner of my eye saw what I thought was tire smoke, a big flash of tire smoke. And mine was running okay, but it just caught on fire. So I was running it down there to try to get the wind light on. And I figured he just smoked the tires. And I got on the radio when the chutes came out and told Ace it was on fire and probably had a rod out of it and it wasn't happy. And I saw the fire trucks go by me, and I thought, well, that's weird. And I got down the other end. They told me he wrecked, and I saw the replay on your monitor down there. And, oh, man, it brought me to my knees because it was scary. And the poor guys, I got back here, and Ronnie and Ace, they didn't know that I had gotten by him, so they thought I was caught up in it. And looking back, had I not pedaled it and got in front of him, I probably would have T-boned him, which, I mean, once again, I told Daniel down there that Eric Medlin just saved another one, because for him to hit head on like he did and to have all that head padding and the head and neck device for the R3, that's big.
Of course, all of that activity overshadows the fact that that man just won his first round in the last 5 races, but Capps will move on.
Ron Capps, a solid points leader early on in the season. He will face Robert Height in second round. Here.
Left lane, so obviously I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited for the first time out here. I didn't feel alone when Wilkerson's kid crashed. I knew Wilkie was in the car and Dan was down there, and it's that feeling that goes through a father's heart. I did it with Ashley and done it with Robert, and you just love them and you want them to be okay. But the kid was okay. A race car, a lot of that new stuff, the devices for neck restraints and all that stuff, did a great job. The kid's okay. They can always fix a race car and they'll be back.
Thank you, John.